Howdy folks, it is Scanner here. In this video I want to talk about an upcoming project that I'm going to be doing on the channel and just give a little insight, I guess, into what the future of the channel is going to be like and the type of content that I'm going to have here. It's not all going to be me sitting here in front of a camera talking about random junk. I'm also going to be doing modeling, painting, terrain making, converting, anything that could be considered to be part of the overarching wargame and miniatures hobby. I'm going to be all about it. One of the things that I really want to do is a project that I'm calling the Second Coming, where I plan on making an army for Warhammer 40k second edition. That's the edition that I grew up playing 30 years ago at this point in time, I think. And I had a huge amount of fun doing it. It was the jumping off point. Let's say I went from Hero Quest into Warhammer 40k, and I'm just super excited about it. I'm very excited to put this army together, and it's going to be a Chaos army. Chaos is what I collected when I was younger. I still have my second edition codex there, one of my favorite codexes ever, and just have huge amount of fond memories poring over it, imagining all the units I was going to buy, talking with my mates just about different army ideas and tactics ideas and things like that. And I never really had the army that I wanted to have, to be honest with you. I just didn't have the money when I was a kid. My family just didn't have the money when I was a kid, but now I have the money and I can do whatever I want within reason, or my wife will kick my ass. But what I'm going to do is I'm going to collect a dream second edition Chaos army for me. I'm not saying second edition is better. I'm just saying that I have such fond memories of second edition, and I'm really looking forward to putting this army together. There's also something really nice and fun, I think, about second edition Chaos armies compared to the more modern takes, where everything now is kind of like split out. You're playing Death Guard, you're playing Thousand Suns maybe. We've got a World Leaders Codex coming, things of that nature. I like having everything kind of smashed together in that chaotic way, unsurprisingly, and I'm really looking forward to it. The army that I'm planning on is going to be somewhat of a mix at the moment between the older sculpts. I still have some of the older things kind of knocking around that I might use. I really like a lot of the modern chaos stuff that I'm definitely going to use. There might be some third-party stuff in there. It's whatever I want it to be. I'm not going to be playing this in a Games Workshop store, so I don't need to worry about aligning with anybody's rules about anything. I can literally just do whatever I want and just be happy with the army that I'm creating. I do plan on having it kind of have a nice big lump of each kind of faction in it. I'm delighted to see those new Khorne Berserkers get announced the other day. Just perfect timing for me to be kicking this off with all this kind of World Leader stuff on the horizon, I guess. But I want to have lots of Bloodletters and Khorne Berserkers, and they're going to be led by Karn the Betrayer, one of my favorite characters of all time. I'll never forget a game I played when I was younger where just Karn ate my friend's Deathwing Terminators alive, just like raffle stomp 5 of them with ease. It was a beautiful thing, and I'll always remember that super fondly. But that's the plan. Put together a fun as fuck Chaos second edition army. That only makes sense to do if you plan on looking at the army and thinking, ooh, that's a nice army. I want to play this army. I want my wife and I to play second edition and kick lumps out of each other. So I'm going to need a second army. And I'm coin tossing at the moment. I'm trying to decide exactly what that is going to be. It will either be Eldar, Dark Eldar, or Imperial Guard. 3 armies I would have given anything to be able to collect when I was a kid. Like, definitely the ones that intrigued me the most. Would have loved just a massive force of Imperial Guard vehicles, or some dope ass Eldar craft worlders bombing around and they're just shit hot vehicles. Would have been awesome. But yeah, this is the plan. What I'm going to do, I think, at the moment is I'm going to build up 500 points of each. I'm going to build them up in lumps of 500 points, because there's no point in doing like 2,500, 3,000 points worth of chaos and then having nothing to do with it. So I want to do them up in like 500 points, start playing 500 point games with my wife, go up maybe another 250 points of each, and just keep like stutter stepping in that way, putting the armies together and just having a lot of fun with it. And I think it's going to be cool. So yeah, so over the coming months there'll be plenty of videos of me like painting stuff, potentially converting models, potentially just talking about old models from old ranges, or if I decide I don't necessarily want to use old models from the old range, or maybe I can't. I know I've got some Terminators floating around the place, but I don't know if I have all the pieces. So if I don't, I'm going to need to buy new Chaos Terminators. So I might end up like comparing the models or something like that. But yeah, it should just spin off some interesting hobby diary style content. This isn't a channel that I'm going to be doing full time, nor do I have even the remotest desire to do that. Even back when I was doing video games and stuff, I had zero desire to do this channel full time. YouTube as a career does not interest me. I'm in the content creation game professionally. It's what I do day in, day out across nearly a dozen websites at this point in time. And work is work and YouTube is YouTube for me. So this will end up just being whatever videos I feel like putting up as I get to them. I'm not on any kind of timeline here. I'm not working to any kind of pace. I don't have a minimum number of uploads I need to meet every week or whatever. I'm not doing sponsored videos that will require me to get XYZ number of views to get payouts and stuff. This is just me in my gaff, just tinkering with the hobby and just having fun with it. And this is just one of the projects that I will be bringing to the channel over the coming months. And it's going to be a really super fun one. And I'm just looking forward to feeling excited and passionate about the hobby. And buying the army at 40, I want to say 40, but that would be a lie. Buying the army at 41 that I always wanted when I was 14. It's going to be fucking cool. So yeah, that's it for this video, folks. Hopefully you had fun and you might be looking forward to seeing what I come up with over the coming months. I'll be doing more videos about more upcoming projects, some of which are, I think, pretty interesting stuff. So, as always, thank you so much for watching and all the best.